Hi everyone. Today I want to show you WholeCell's main inventory page. This is a page where you can see all of the inventory that has flowed through the WholeCell system and therefore your business. It's a really powerful page because if you're using spreadsheets, for example, this is like taking all of the spreadsheets of the inventory that you've ever had and putting them in one place and being able to search and filter through them. We use this page all day long to look up phones by an ESN if a customer has a question about them, or to look up just what we have to sell of a particular model of phone. So we'll dive into that now. So this is the main inventory page. You can see we have our filters here and search bar to be able to filter through the inventory. Below that we have a table of all of the inventory that's ever gone through the system. We can scroll down and look at the bottom of the table to see that we are looking at 1 out of 100 of 30,098 entries. So what we're showing you here is all of the inventory that Nuea has ever put through this system. To show you how fast we can search through stuff, let's say you had a customer that called in and said that they were having problems with their phone and you wanted to look it up in the system. You can punch in the ESN. I've got mine saved here. And it automatically isolates and finds that record of that phone. So we can see this is the phone that I checked in the last demo that I gave, my personal iPhone 7. We could click on the ESN here to take us to that page, and we can also see kind of a chronological order. So it came from batch 4132, which when we hover over it shows that the organization was me. It was created on March 6th, which is today, and if it had been sold, the same thing would come up on the order side. We've got a device specific, so we can see that this is an Apple iPhone 7, 128 gig. The variant is A1778. It's black and it's an AT&T device. The unique ID that WholeCell creates for it is 37A7. That gets printed out on the label for the phone. It is a B-grade phone and it has these damages that are shown in the initials that we set for them. CG means cracked glass and FMI means find my iPhone locked. The status of this phone is available, so it should be in our inventory in the office. We paid $125 for it and we haven't sold it yet, so it doesn't show us on an order. We can get rid of that and show there are some phones here I think that have been on order, so when you go hover over that order, it tells you the customer and the date that the order was created, and you can get a kind of quick summary of how much we paid for a phone and how much we sold for it here. So let's say you want to look just at all of the available iPhone 7s that you have in stock. You could filter by Apple and then by iPhone 7. So these are all the iPhone 7s that have ever been through the system, but we want to look at just the ones that are available that should be in the office right now. So now we're looking at that. Let's see. So we have 86. If we scroll to the bottom, we can see that 86 iPhone 7s in the system that are available, but we only want to look at functional ones. So we tap on this functional, and now we just get a filter of the functional ones. We have 45 iPhone 7s that are functional, and let's say a customer wants B grade specifically. So we now know that we have just B grade in this list. We have 27 B grade iPhone 7s, but of course we have iPhone 7s that are of different gigabyte capacities, or different colors, or different carriers, etc. So if we want to look at something more specific there, we can type in the gigabyte capacity here. Now we're just going to be looking at 32 gigabyte models. Filter down to 13, so we have 13, and now we could say maybe we only want unlocked ones. So now we're just going to be looking at unlocked 32 gigabyte iPhone 7 models. Let's see how many we have. So we have 11 total 32 gigabyte unlocked iPhone 7s. What's cool about this is we can download a filtered inventory sheet by clicking on this button. Clicking all inventory will just download all of our current available inventory, and clicking on the public link, if we right click it and copy the link that it presents, will allow us to send a link to any of our customers with all of our available inventory at any point in time. So kind of a neat feature there. You can use these filters in collection, so we could say we're looking for B and C grade models, and we could get the C grade models added in there. Of course, we're still just looking at unlocked and 32 gigabyte models. If we get rid of that 32 gigabyte, for example, we're going to get all the other ones in there too. So we also add A models. And maybe we want stuff maybe we just want to look at stuff that's available and sold. Or perhaps maybe the unavailable stuff, let's say available and unavailable. For stuff that's in the office, this should give us an idea. I guess we don't have any that are unavailable at the moment, but we use unavailable to show anything that's being repaired or hasn't been paid for. We haven't paid the supplier for it. So that would allow us to look and do those kind of audits in our office that we want to do on a regular basis. So this is the main inventory page. We use it all the time to do this kind of filtering and figure out what we have for a customer if they want it. If there's a customer with an RMA request, we find the device and look at the history of it, and all of these kinds of things. So hope to see you in the next demo. Talk to you later. If you're interested in using Wholesale for your business, you can visit us at www.WholeCell.io or email us at hello@WholeCell.io. Both of those links will be in this video description. Thanks.